guys, so let's talk about that mid-season finale of Arrow. The reason why I want to talk about this is because at the start of the season, we saw a whole gravestone and we were like, oh my god, who's that gonna be? I guessed that it was gonna be John Diggle because, you know, everybody else had a reason for sticking around. I thought John Diggle was like the most expendable character on the show. But I'm making this video because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be wrong, because at the end of this episode, Felicity got shot up all Training Day style. In case you haven't seen any of the season and you're watching this video for some reason, let me go ahead and catch you up on what's happened this whole first half of the season. Oliver is Green Arrow. He pisses off some people. Those people want to kill his friends and family. Bada boom, bada bang. Kind of like every other season of any other show ever. So tonight, Damien Darhk went after all of Oliver's friends and family. Of course, they all got away, but at the end, he made another attack, and that is where Felicity got all shot up. Side note, this episode also killed the theory that Damien Darhk is Felicity's father. The dude has his own family, and why would he kill Felicity if that was his daughter, unless he's some crazy bitch? But I want to talk about why Felicity dying would be a good thing. Now I know some of you are like, no, Olicity, oh my god, they got to live. Slow your roll. Trust me, I love Felicity. I mean, I think she's awesome, she's dorky, she's just all around dope. In my eyes, some people out there are like, fuck Felicity, man, I hope she dies, she better die, that better be her in the grave. Why are you so angry? Personally, I don't want to see Felicity die. I mean, can we trade places with Laurel? Oh, throwing that shade all over the place. Did I use that slang term properly? Number one, I think writers and producers want Oliver and freaking Laurel to start bumping uglies again. Because in the comic books, if I'm not mistaken, Arrow and Black Canary are married at some point. So eliminating Felicity from the show completely will allow writers to go back to that, you know, whole like, ooh, I'm Canary, I'm Arrow, I think writers want to go ahead and explore that relationship more because, of course, after Felicity dies, Oliver's going to be like, see, this is why you can't get the girl, and this is why I can't do that, and I gotta be this way, and I can't have a relationship because they always get in danger. But with Black Canary, she does the same thing he does, so he won't have to worry about her because she can take care of herself, so bada bing, bada boom, they're bumping uglies. Number two, with Felicity dying, this is going to make Oliver become the Dark Arrow. That's not a character or anything, but that's how his whole mood's going to be. He's going to be like, I gotta kill him, blah, blah, blah. They'll fight anybody in my way. Again, I think that's what the writers want. They want that Dark Arrow because I don't know about you guys, I personally don't think Stephen Amell does other emotions and stuff too well, besides the whole like brooding, I am the Arrow and go do me, I follow my plan. In the comic books, Green Arrow's a smartass. Like, yes, he kicks ass and he can be brooding, but he's really a smartass more of the time. Again, this whole Green Arrow series is stealing from Batman, and they keep freaking Stephen Amell like, oh, I'm brooding, like Batman all the time. I think it would just be easier for writers to go back to keeping Stephen Amell like all pissed off. With no Felicity, he doesn't have to be happy and upbeat like, oh, hey Felicity, I love you, let's get married. He could go back to just being the leader that kicks ass and wants to make Star City safe again. And number three, and the most important, you can't keep recycling fucking material. In these last two seasons, Arrow has killed people and brought them back to life. They killed Sarah and brought her back to life. Then they faked Roy Harper's death, so we thought he died and they brought him back to life. Now you're gonna show me that Felicity survives a bunch of bullets and they bring her back to life, although she doesn't necessarily have to die, but you make it seem that way. When you do a show of this kind, people have to die at some point. You can't show your audience that everybody's safe all the time and they'll be like, oh yay, everybody lives, everybody's happy. In this kind of universe, people die and you have to showcase that to your audience. And unfortunately, sometimes you gotta make fan favorite characters die. Also, remember that the Lazarus Pit is gone, and I don't think Oliver knows about that. So, of course, Felicity's gonna die, and he's gonna be like, we gotta take her to the pit, and Laurel's gonna be like, whoa, I didn't tell you this, but the pit is, like, totally fucked. So, Felicity's dead, yo. That's gonna cause conflict because he's gonna be like, why didn't you tell me that? Blah, blah, blah. You know, that was my thing. If any of us died, we could have totally went to that, but no. So that's basically gonna be the second half of the season. Just angry, Felicity's dead, blah, blah, blah. Let's kill Damien Darhk. That's what's gonna happen, I think. So although I love Felicity, I do think she needs to die to progress this show because it's just getting to the point where it's like, okay, they figure it out, they get their ass kicked, blah, 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 everything's good in the end. You gotta throw just a fucking curveball in there and be like, oh shit, because now they're not gonna have their techie, which I think they're just gonna replace him with, blah, 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 Mr. Terrific guy, I forget his name. His name's Curtis. He'll more than likely take over Felicity's spot is how I think they're gonna do it, because then that allows him to start working with the superheroes, and he can become Mr. Terrific. Boom! That's your replacement for Felicity, and if he becomes Mr. Terrific, well, he can defend himself, so they won't have this whole situation again. That's why I think Felicity needs to die. This show does need to change it up a bit, because I'm starting to lose interest, and I'm just like, Not saying like my opinion matters, but you know, I've really liked this show for a long time and I'm just kind of just falling off the wagon. Also, let me just throw this out there. If you're a writer of the show and you're just so happen to be watching this video, I don't know why, thank you though. Give me the Arrow doing more action-y shit, please, because I'm getting tired of I want to see Arrow jumping off shit and diving in shit and doing all these other crazy things while he's throwing arrows. Don't just doing the same pose. Like, I feel like half of this season, he was just standing still shooting arrows. Like, give me more acrobatic shit, please. But what do you think, guys? Do you think Felicity should live or die? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with all your buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. But as always, guys, I am your host, Juicebox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have I had my daily dose of juice? See you guys next time.